Check.
Hold on.
Check.
All right, we live. All right. That means I gotta start all over. Shalom. YAHAWASHI, YAHUSHUA, Brakatah to the brothers. What? Oh yeah, the water, not the zah. You know what I'm saying? Shalom, YAHAWASHI, YAHUSHUA to the brothers. Shalom, Shamar, Thabashim, YAHUSHUA to the sisters. We had an I.S.U.P.K started on 1 West on the 25th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. You know what I'm saying? And we are not affiliated with any of your other Hebrew Israelite groups or any of your so-called Christians in Islam, because here in the truth, we teach men, blacks and Hispanic men and women to prepare. You know what I'm saying? Prepare for the coming of the Most High and Christ coming back to this earth. You know what I'm saying? We are preparing to leave this place. You know what I'm saying? While Christianity will tell you to go vote and get used to staying here, to keep believing in this place. You know what I'm saying? Christianity will have you believe America's going to be here forever, which is why they have you voting in these systems, thinking it's going to make a change when it didn't change nothing for 400 years. So this always bamboozles me. Why would the white man change anything with his system when it works for him? Racism works for him. He benefits off of it. He makes millions and billions of dollars off of oppressing you. Why would he stop? You know what I'm saying? That right there just shows how stupid, idiotic Christianity is, and how brainwashed our people are into believing that the system that they know is rigged is going to work for them. You know what I'm saying? And this is why we say you have to remove your spirit. You know what I'm saying? This is a time to be gathering with the Hispanic brothers that are about to be be under the heel of that damn devil Tom Homan, who's about to be the border Caesar, or whatever, how you say it, Cesar. You know what I'm saying? This man is brutal. The way he just speaks. You know what I'm saying? I could tell the type of cat he is too. He the type like you have in the military. He no bars hold. He the type that send ammo downrange. He said they be like, the target is where? Women and kids around? Throw the full everything we got, throw at them. Make sure we get our target. I don't care about the damn women and kids. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of dude he is, and that's the guy that's going to be in control over the borders, dealing with our brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? So this is the time for the men of the I.S.U.P.K. We supposed to grab hold of our Hispanic brothers. You know what I'm saying? Bring them in here. This is what the Bible talks about. Gather yourselves together. You know what I'm saying? It is time to gather together. And this isn't the first time the Lord sent his prophets down to warn the people of certain things. Since 1969, Commander General YAHANNA and the I.S.U.P.K. have been telling blacks and Hispanics, warning them, you know what I'm saying, of the dangers of this world. You know what I'm saying? Voting didn't do nothing for us. We've been telling you since 1969. So why are your sisters so hurt? You know what I'm saying? And one of the great prophets that was it's in the Bible, Jeremiah, he did something, the same thing. He was trying to warn Israel because we were sinning under the king, how you say it? King Ammon was the king before him, and it is like King Zedekiah or something like that. Go ahead.
I'm saying so heavy because voting separates us even more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when we voted, you got one group of people voting for another party and another. Now they clashing up, bumping heads. Like,
for blacks and Hispanics, aren't you tired of being separate from blacks? I mean, Salaki, aren't you tired of being separated from your brothers in everything? You know what I'm saying? You quick to kill a brother or a sister, you quick to slut a brother or sister out, but when it comes to making it in this world, right, making money, your quote unquote trophy wife is a white woman. You know, aren't you tired of having that mindset? Aren't you tired of like, damn, I'm tired of having to think that this white woman is a prize. When I grew up dating Sharonda, and she supported me through my whole college career when I ain't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? Aren't we tired of being brainwashed into these things and then finding out later down the line that it was wrong? You know what I'm saying? Aren't we tired of doing the same damn thing? You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord has to send his prophets. That's why the Lord sent the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander J. YAHANNA. Give me that
right.
scripture I told you to hold.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 17. Thou therefore girt thy loins.
So girt thy loins.
Up thy loins.
So like, go read it again from the top.
Come
I'm gonna
on.
hold on. So like, I'm gonna get there with you because this scripture, I like it. When I was reading it, I was like, damn. You can feel the spirit in it when you read it and how the Lord was talking to Jeremiah the prophet. You know what I'm saying? Or how you say Jeremiah? It's crazy. Go ahead. Now, this is the Lord talking to Jeremiah the prophet. This is before he would be considered. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't, this is the beginning of his story. You know what I'm saying? So this is during the time of, how you say his name? The king of Judah, which was Zedekiah, the son of Josiah. You know what I'm saying? And this is when Jerusalem had been captive for 5 months. Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 17.
And we got to realize also, Jeremiah didn't want to do what the Lord told him. Just like Moses, did Moses want to do what the Lord wanted at first? You know what I'm saying? And then we go back. Did Christ, when Christ had to die on the cross, did he not say, pass this cup for me? Because these tasks are hard.
Right.
But this is what the Lord told Jeremiah. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
God. Thou therefore gird up thy loins.
Gird up thy loins, right? Alexa, define gird up thy loins. Let's see if she do it right. If not, I got it pulled up.
The phrase gird your loins means to get ready to defend yourself from a potential action or conflict that goes beyond usual limits. It comes from the idea of wrapping a sash or belt around your waist, which was historically used as a symbol of readiness for battle.
Alexa, stop. Gird up thy loins, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Prepare for something extreme. Prepare to battle. Spiritually, as a Black or Hispanic man, you need to be prepared for battle every damn day you walk outside. You know what the America or Christianity would tell you? Or Islam would tell you? You just got to roll up a blunt when you wake up so you can be docile, chill. And what happens? Now your whole household is slipping away from you. Your wife sleeping with whoever. You know what I'm saying? Your sons and them dating or thinking about being boys wearing heels in this room. Your daughter sneaking boys through the damn windows. You ain't got no control of your house because what? You so lackadaisical. You ain't worried about nothing. You all in your own world. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said, gird up thy loins. Prepare for battle, man. You have to prepare for battle every damn day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As a Black man, we are the only nation on this earth that don't realize we ain't in a damn war. Everybody else is on the battlefield. You over there chilling. You know what I'm saying? It said it means to when you gird up thy loins, it's like you tying up. Like you know how the war the apparel we wear to like Passover or Sabbath services and stuff. The long part that goes down the middle, you gird it up, meaning you pull it up, tie it up. You know what I'm saying? So you can move more freely. So just in case something pop off, you ever seen how Judah fight? When they get in a fight and they don't know how to properly fight, don't they always do the little pull up the pants, John, and do all this? You know what I'm saying? That's similar to girding up thy loins, you know what I'm saying? Because you prepare to battle something, you know what I'm saying? And as a Black man, Hispanic man, you prepared to this battle, man. And that's why the Lord sent the I.S.U.P.K. That is why the Lord sent Jeremiah during the time of King, I can't say his name for nothing, Zedekiah, you know what I'm saying? Because this king was a simple king. He was an evil king. He did evils like his fathers. You know what I'm saying? His father, this is when Israel was on the backslide. And this is when Babylon came in to conquer Israel. You know what I'm saying? And you know what the Lord told Jeremiah? He told him, because Jeremiah didn't want to go to Israel because he said, what? I'm young. I'm a young man. Do we not have young men in here as prophets? What do most of the old heads try to do when you try to tell them something? You can't tell me nothing. I'm live 50 years. Yeah, you live 50 years of doing the same damn thing and getting nowhere. You have lived 50 years of smoking weed. You lost your eye. You know what I'm saying? You got all types of gout and all nonsense going on, and you only 50. You know what I'm saying? You barely alive. You know what I'm saying? You've been surviving on SSI for however long. You on welfare, holding it up for the rest of the younger brothers and sisters, because you ain't get it together. You so selfish. You know what I'm saying? The Lord say, gird up thy loins, man. Prepare for battle. Because America is preparing to do something to blacks and Hispanics that is going to try to destroy us, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what Commander General YAHANNA is sending us out for, man, is to gird up the loins of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man, so we can prepare. You know what I'm saying? Prepare for this Tom Homan that's about to try to destroy our Hispanic brothers and sisters, man.
Right.
Since let's make a better thing. Since blacks in this is blacks in this Salaki as blacks, since we have already been through something so heinous as somebody so heinous as Tom Homan. You know, we had Ronald Reagan and all them other types of senators and presidents. You know what I'm saying? Now we can do something for our brothers and sisters to help them instead of being selfish and being like, oh, that ain't my problem because they didn't vote Kamala Harris. You're simple behind. You know what I'm saying? You believe in Kamala Harris. She was going to do the same damn thing. You know what I'm saying? She was going to have your kids dressing up as girls or your sons dressing up as girls. And you was going to be okay with that? You was going to be fighting your own demons at that point. Keep going with that scripture.
Go God and rise and speak unto them all that I command thee. Be not dismayed.
Be not dismayed, man. Don't be scared, man. Don't be scared. And every trooper that come here, every young man that come in there, don't be scared because you don't know everything about the Bible yet. You know what I'm saying? You just start learning a little bit of milk scripture. You just found out Christ was black. Don't be dismayed because your mama, who's never opened the damn Bible, you know what I'm saying, say something that you don't know how to break down yet. Because the Lord is with you. You already heard the call. Now it's your time. Now it's your time to gird up thy loins and prepare. How do you do that? You get into class continually. You know what I'm saying? You put your brick in. You do your time. You know what I'm saying? You start learning this Bible. You know what I'm saying? You start learning these things, the culture, the Sabbath service, the high holy days. You know what I'm saying? You start learning these things so you can be a better priest, so you can gain your officership, so you can gain your crown for your family since the rest of your family didn't want to, Salakia, secure your bloodline. They want to live frivolously in America where they are slaves. You know what I'm saying? You see something different, and that is why the Most High called you. That is what the Most High seen in you. You know what I'm saying? The Most High sees something in you, and that is why you were called by this word. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't have no choice. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes you be in the world, be like, damn, man, I wish it'd be simpler. It would be simpler when you just in the world. You just go every day just smoking weed. Now what? You got to take up the mantle of a priest. You know what I'm saying? You have to take that mantle because you have this urge in you. You know what I'm saying? You got this fire in you, like you want to go save the world, man. And that is a good thing to have. That is a good thing to have because the rest of the blacks and Hispanics in this world do not have it. They are okay with voting. They are okay with believing that Donald Trump is going to save black people with a stimulus check or not taxing overtime or what Kamala Harris is doing. We don't even know what she was doing. Allowing women to abort their babies. You know what I'm saying? You see something different. You want a kingdom for your people, not for the whole world. You know what I'm saying? You wanted a God for your people that loves your people, hears your people cries. You were tired of seeing the Trayvon Martins, the Eric Rices and all that, George Floyd's, you know what I'm saying? Sonia Massey, Breonna Taylor's. Those things sparked something in you, and that is what drew you into this school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You whatever class you seen, whatever debates you seen, or whatever camp speaking you seen drew you in. Because you was already mad about what was going on to your people in the world. You know what I'm saying? And this scripture right here is for you. Gird up thy loins, man. The Lord is with you. The Lord is with you. As soon as you start following law, statutes, and commands, man, the Lord is with you. Ain't nothing gonna stop you. I ain't saying you gotta stop your job or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can make all the money you want in the world. You know what I'm saying? This earth is for you. You know what I'm saying? Go buy that land. Go conquer, man. But remember, this is your first wife.
Right.
This priesthood is your first wife, man. And that is exactly what Jeremiah did. The Lord said, do not be dismayed, man. Don't be scared, because the whole earth is going to be against you. Did we not see the Tazariak and God Cap Zariak and God Logic battle? It was so many Christians out there that tried to make it seem like he was doing something, saying something out of this world. You know what I'm saying? But he sounded so right. You know what I'm saying? They just looked so goofy. You know what I'm saying? That is what this scripture is talking. Be not dismayed. It don't matter how many of them there are. How many times do we go to camp and there's Muslims, Christians, and these other so-called Hebrew Israelite groups that come against us, and I.S.U.P.K still stands strong. You know what I'm saying? Don't be dismayed, man. Don't be confounded, man. The Lord is with you. He will deal with your enemies. And how many times have he dealt with the I.S.U.P.K's enemies? Every time they come against us. Every time. You know what I'm saying? I seen it with my own eyes. You know what I'm saying? Things happen at camp. You know what I'm saying? Where we out on that?
God, keep going.
Was that the end of that? Go ahead.
God, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, in the middle of 17. Be, lest I confound thee before them.
Keep going to 18, actually. I like that one too.
God. For behold, I have made thee this day a defense city.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord so this is how he's describing what he's doing to Jeremiah. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody can touch you. You know what I'm saying? You are a defensed city. Go ahead.
God. And an iron pillar.
Go ahead. Oh, it fell off.
Sorry. And a iron pillar and a brazen wall against the whole land.
Keep going.
Against the kings of Judah.
You know what I'm saying? And remember, the evil kings of Judah at this time were the sons of Ammon, Josiah, and all of them. And this is why the Lord had to kill those kings. You know what I'm saying? The king that's during this time, Zedekiah, I gotta get clear on how to say his name. But it's earlier in the chapter, it's at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? These kings were going to be up against Jeremiah. You know what I'm saying? Jeremiah was speaking something like the men in I.S.U.P.K is speaking today. You know what I'm saying? You know who these kings are today in the Blacks and Hispanic communities? These are your Christian pastors, your P. Diddy's, your Muslim imams. You know what I'm saying? The big brothers that are making millions and millions of dollars. They're rich, they're fat. You know what I'm saying? Off the backs of Blacks and Hispanics, and they still do evil. You know what I'm saying? And we speak against them. You know what I'm saying? Just like the prophet Jeremiah. Jeremiah spoke against the king. You know what I'm saying? He prophesied the downfall of the kingdom of Judah. You know what I'm saying? He prophesied these things. And what happened? Babylon came in, took the king during that time. I believe it said it poked his eyes out. He died, basically. You know what I'm saying? He died. Go ahead. You said what? Is in chapter in verse 3. Verse 3. Josiah, king of Judah, unto the end of the 11th year of Zedekiah. Yeah. You see it? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the king during this time. Yeah, the other ones are his fathers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so this isn't the first time Israel has been in a position where another nation has been on top of us. And the Lord had to send his prophets to warn the people, you know what I'm saying, so we can escape. You know what I'm saying? Give me Luke 12:35. The Lord said, gird up thy loins. You know what I'm saying? He said he would be a defense city for Jeremiah. You know what I'm saying? He protected him. Just like the I.S.U.K. I mean, name another organization, right? That's Luke 12 and 35. Name another organization that's been together with the same rules, same guidelines, the same protocols, and follow the same book since 1969. Name another Black or Hispanic organization that's still doing that. Because all of them fell, right? Black Panthers fell. Civil rights fell. BLM fell. They all going to jail now. You know what I'm saying? Black Lives Matter, fell. Bloods and Crips fell. Now they are a criminal enterprise. You know what I'm saying? Blood started out as a power movement. GDs started as a power movement. What happened? FBI infiltrate and what? Flip it. Now you selling drugs. You were supposed to be protecting the neighborhood. Now you selling coke to the neighborhood.
Right.
This is why we call the white man the devil the Bible speaks of, because only a devil will do something like that. Only a devil will make you turn something that you created to be positive, you know what I'm saying, and trick you into turning it into something extremely negative, you know what I'm saying? Now these same power movements that started were poisoning the neighborhood. They're doing the total opposite of what they were built to do. You know what I'm saying? Black Panthers, what was Huey? You know how Huey P. Newton died? The son, you know how he died? Huey P. First, you know who he is?
That's one of the founders of Black Panthers. Yeah,
one of the founders of Black Panthers. He died in Oakland. You know what he was doing? He was selling drugs. He was a drug dealer. He died trying to sell drugs. He got shot. Ooh-wee, how that happened? You know what I'm saying? Everything we tried to start and it didn't work. And you want to know why it didn't work? Because the Most High wasn't with them. They wasn't using this playbook that the Most High has for centuries given to us. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to try our own way, and guess what? It didn't work. And now, since we're the only ones standing, what should I tell Blacks and Hispanics? You need to get in here. This is that safe place. This is that defense city. You know what I'm saying? Because we use this scripture. You know what I'm saying? They can't touch us if we following all these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Like they brought up in Judith. You know what I'm saying? The Apocrypha. Our enemies know this. Our enemies know they can't get to us unless they try to trick us into not following the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Which is their goal. Why do you think they push for Black women to commit abortions or to just sleep with as many men as possible? Or the same thing for Black and Hispanic men. They tell you sleeping with whores, a number of whores is something great to be proud of. You know what I'm saying? Like you're supposed to be proud of just having a whole bunch of whores in your bed and you have no life. You got a whole bunch of kids and your life is hell. The women you chose are driving you crazy. You know what I'm saying? They're teaching you no sexual discipline. You know what I'm saying? That is what America teaches Blacks and Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? They just give you condoms and say, well, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? That is what they teach our kids. And now it's even worse. That was when I was growing up. They give condoms and they tell you that. Now they telling you, well, if you can like boys too. And they teaching you at a younger age, you know what I'm saying? Which is sad because these kids don't even have chances to be kids anymore before they're being, exposed to over sexual things. They can't even watch a damn cartoon without some freaky going on in there. You know what I'm saying? You got to monitor everything they watch. That is called living in hell. When you want to raise your kids the way the Lord intended and the devil just keep putting stuff in your children's face and you got to battle every day. Gird up thy loins, man. Gird up thy loins because it's time to go to battle. You know what I'm saying? Always be on your toes. Give me the Luke 12 and 35.
Oh God, this is the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 35.
Yep.
Let your loins be girded about and your lights burning.
You know what I'm saying? Let your say that again.
Oh God. Let your loins be girded about and your lights burning.
I'm trying to get with you. I don't know why it's so. You know what I'm saying? This is again where the Lord uses the girding of thy loins to describe how Blacks and Hispanics should be. You know what I'm saying? You should, Slakia, almost there. You should always be prepared to battle, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is a man of war. So why wouldn't his prophets or his children also have that mentality? You know what I'm saying? You got to be prepared for everything. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Like, thanks for having that. Throughout like the whole New Testament is telling us to prepare ourselves.
Right.
Where it says, prepare slaughter for the children. Tell me prepare slaughter because of what we're about to go through with these other nations, these other achievements.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the Lord keep telling us to prepare ourselves, keep trying to wake us up. Yeah, I mean, so we can understand who the real enemy is. Who is also his enemy.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep going. I forgot. I wanted to keep going on this. And this was all written in red. This is Christ speaking, man. Keep going.
36 or start from top?
Start from top now that I'm here.
Okay. This is the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 35.
Uh-huh.
Let your loins be girded about, and your lights burning.
Keep going.
Verse 36. And ye yourselves like unto men that wait for their Lord.
You know what I'm saying? When I hear this part, think of how knights, you know how knights wait for the king or the Lord to enter the chamber, and they got either they like this with the swords or they like at the ready. You know what I'm saying? You waiting for your king to arrive. Who's it talking about? It's talking about Christ. You know what I'm saying? This is what the whole brotherhood is about. This is what this whole I.S.U.P.K thing is about. Man, we are waiting for Christ, man. We are like men waiting for our Lord to arrive back, man.
Right.
We're trying to get blacks and Hispanics back in order so we can be prepared for when Christ comes back, our Lord, our King, man. Keep going.
Come. When he will return from the wedding, that when he cometh and knocketh, they may open unto him immediately.
So the way it's describing it is like, oh, you excited, like, oh, thank you, he's back. You know what I'm saying? You can't wait. I mean, think of the state that blacks and Hispanics in. Why wouldn't we open the door like that?
Right.
Why wouldn't we open the door for our king to come back and save us? You know what I'm saying? Because we are destroyed as hell out here. We over here debating Kamala and Trump and then going to eat turkey for Thanksgiving like it's not about us being destroyed. Think of the mentality of a people you have to be voting for a system that is bent to destroy you and then going to celebrate the holiday that celebrates destroying you. Tell me that's not a psychological damaged person. That is like telling an abuser that abuses a woman to vote which abuser she likes. And then after that, go celebrate the day you were first abused. That is exactly what blacks and Hispanics have been doing for decades. For decades, we have been voting for these abusers, man. And how many times have they abused us? From Bill Clinton, George Bush, Ronald Reagan, Roosevelt, who else? Obama, Donald Trump, Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? All of these abusers, man. Biden, he pushed the 3-strike law. Kamala put all those brothers in jail. Donald Trump told 5 black little boys that they should get the death chair for a crime that they didn't commit. Ronald Reagan pushed crack cocaine in the black and Hispanic communities. And you want to tell me I need to vote when I'm supposed to be waiting for my king to arrive to save me from this hellhole? You want me to subscribe to your insanity because you're destroyed mentally from whatever psychological events happen to you. You know what I'm saying? You are destroyed if you think voting in America's politics is going to save blacks and Hispanics. It don't matter if it's the Senate you're voting for. It don't matter if it's the damn presidency. It don't matter if it's your local elections. These people or these politicians are never going to be for blacks and Hispanics. Because you know what they would have to sacrifice if they wanted to do anything but just for us? Money. They would have to sacrifice money. They would have to give up a lot of the things that they love. They would have to give up a lot of the things, their luxuries. You think white America is going to do that for you? For you? Every time I hear a brother or sister how they get when we say we don't vote or we bid or something like that, and we don't vote, and they sound like you seen the movie Django and Samuel Jackson in that movie, and how amazed he was. He was like he gonna stay in the big house. That's how I look at him, man.
The master had to tell us to calm down.
Yeah, calm down.
But if I could too, you remember when we stepped out at that bar when I was talking to my future her uncle was shocked that like we didn't vote, or I think I made a joke saying that we voted for Trump.
Yeah, he was disgusted. He was, he a strict Eagles fan, and he told him I was Cowboys, and now all of a sudden we friends. You know what I'm saying? You know, he get along with you as long as you believe in the American system.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's exactly how Democrats and Republicans sound. Like they try to just push this Uncle Tom word on Republicans. You know what I'm saying? When you are a Democrat and you believe in abortion, you're an Uncle Tom too. You are a sellout too. If you vote Democrat because of an abortion, because was the Democratic Party, first off, was it not endorsed by the Ku Klux Klan? Was the Democratic Party or the abortion thing, was that not made by some white woman that wanted to get rid of Negroes during, I believe it's the 40s, Margaret Sanger? Like, we ain't just gonna push it on one set of black folks that believe in the American system. You both is Uncle Toms. You know what I'm saying? What Samuel said, he said, we're gonna have to burn the sheets. You know what I'm saying? When they said Django had to sleep in the big house. That's how hilarious you Democrats and you Republicans sound. But just like my brother from the world said, he said they're gonna forget about this by next month. Like everybody put on their little political election hat and was so smart and knew policies and oh, he did this and Trump gonna do this, Obama did this. You know what I'm saying? Just like everything else, you're going to forget, and it's going to be a phase. And then you ain't even gonna notice the difference because what? It's just another oppressor in the White House oppressing you. You know what I'm saying? None of the people they put in that White House are ever going to benefit blacks and Hispanics. We need to stop falling for the damn switcheroo. You know what I'm saying? They act like one way when they're trying to get elected, then they switch it up on you when they're elected. We need to stop falling for those damn things, man. Let me get more on that. We on 37 now.
Verily I say unto you that he shall gird himself and make them to sit down to meat.
You ain't read the beginning.
Okay, it's not. This is the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 37. Blessed are those servants whom the Lord, when he cometh, shall find watching.
You know what I'm saying? It says, blessed are those servants. You know what I'm saying? Blessed are the servants of the Most High, and blessed are those servants of Christ. Go ahead.
Verily I say unto you, that he shall gird himself and make them to sit down to meat, and will come forth and serve them.
You know what I'm saying? Now, this is talking about when Christ comes back and how we're going to be rescued, basically. He's going to come save us from this destruction. You know what I'm saying? Serve us meat. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
God, verse 38. And if he shall come.
Shalakia, clip that. Go to Ecclesiastes 7 and 7.
7.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, Christ is going to come back, and it's not going to be no hugs and kisses and shaking of hands and negotiating. He's going to chop heads off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because of how they dealt with blacks and Hispanics, his people. You know what I'm saying? You dealt with us so harshly. You ain't even, like, the Lord blessed white people with slaves of his own people. I mean, Salakia, with slaves of Israel, making Israel slaves. And what did they do with them? What did they do with us? They beat us, abused the hell out of us, and sexually assaulted us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we not going to sit here and act like the white man wasn't over there bucking black men during slavery. This is, I'll show you how nasty he is. And this is why he has to die. Because imagine the type of evil person you have to be to want to sexually assault somebody in front of his whole community. Just to assert your just to assert your dominance. You know what I'm saying? That show you how evil he is as a man. This is why he has to die. This is why America has to burn. This is why it has to stay burning for 1,000 years. Because the Lord, he didn't forget. We forgot. We forgot those things happened, which is why we're so docile and we're not upset, and why we're just voting in these elections in America. You know what I'm saying? You go tell a Palestinian to forget a bombing that Israel did to them. Go tell them that. What they gonna smack you with the AK-47 they got in their hand. You know what I'm saying? And then go blow themselves up. Because they would rather die than forget the children and the women and the men that died by the hands of the Israeli people. Go tell an American to forget 9/11. God, I mean, sheesh. Did the recruitment numbers, did that not go up during 9/11? You know how many white boys, went into the recruitment offices after 9/11 when they found out when they found out in Afghanistan was the reason for the towers falling? Go ahead.
That boy Dre, wasn't
it, the fade and everything. G.I. Joe fade, man. Hey, man, I can admit it. Soldier Boy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that's why it's important to save brothers and sisters from the same outcome. You know what I'm saying? Being trapped into that Save America mindset. You know what I'm saying? I mean, them white boys, they came in droves. We gotta look at the numbers one of these days. How many people, the recruitment numbers on how many people started joining the military after 9/11. Go tell them to forget. You know what I'm saying? While blacks and Hispanics, we keep forgetting the atrocities that whites and these other nations commit against us. You know what I'm saying? We keep forgetting that Sonia Massey was just shot in the face like a couple months ago. She called the police. Shit, like, I don't even think we think about the things that happen, and just like, I feel like that thing was so shrugged off, like it don't even make sense. Imagine you calling the police because you hear something outside. The police show up aggressive towards you, like you're not the victim. You know what I'm saying? They tell you to freeze and you still get shot in the face. Go ahead.
They didn't even have no remorse for her.
No remorse.
He walked outside, he called her a crazy bitch.
Mm-hmm. And what did blacks and Hispanics do? We gave her a couple Instagram posts. You know what I'm saying? White people tell you to forgive and forget. The white man don't even do that his damn self. Them towers fell. You know who they sent? Who was in office? Was it George Bush at that time? Ooh-wee. Them drones ain't never been flown like when George Bush and Obama was presidents, man. You know how many bombs they dropped in Afghanistan? How many villages was destroyed? Hey, this is a personal note. They show you videos when you first touch down in Afghanistan of scenarios that happened. Literal UAV footage of accidents. These are, I feel like the ones they showed us were the good ones. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't so heinous and bad. Because the other stories you hear about are worse, or the secret hard drives you can find if you're in the computers and you can tap into the network over there. But the videos they show you of the kids they bomb and be like, oh, well, my bad. Like, they dropped a 2-ton bomb on 2 kids, right? And they had a UAV. It was what do you call it? The heat vision. Heat sensors, right? So you know that's how we used to look. I don't know if they still do it, but that's how they look for IEDs. Because I guess it gives off heat. I don't know too much. I'm not EOD, but I guess the bomb gives off a certain heat pattern. You know what I'm saying? So they see two kids digging a hole, and they see a heat signature in that hole. So they are like, oh, that must be a bomb. So you know, they do like, all right, we about to kill him, or we about to drop the whatever the heck, the fire. And you see the video. They show us the video. I'm telling you, this as soon as you get in the theater, boo, like kids' limbs, like you see it, UAV style, like think of Call of Duty, like when you on the that mission or whatever you call that mission, but it's not as clean looking. It's definitely way worse. But think of that, and then they tell you the story, the actual story on what those kids were doing. Those kids was building a canal for water to get to their village, or their either their village or their they parents' farm or something like that, so they can water the plants that they had, the crops they had. And the heat signature they saw was a shovel picking up heat from the hot sun in Afghanistan. And you know what happened? Well, this just happens. This literally goes on in a brief. These are called briefings. You know what I'm saying? They just say, oh, well, these type of things happens. Just make sure you get it down on paper. You know what I'm saying? That is the spirit of Esau. He don't give a damn what he does. Go ahead.
And it's crazy how they can be like that. But once they see an arrow on that plane, everybody's got locked eyes on him. Everybody over there like this. Right. Down the aisle. A BB can't even get up. As soon as he get up, wait, you good, bud? You good? She got a hand on his shoulder. You good, bud? I get it for you. Go ahead, work. Don't worry about it. Sit down. You know what I'm saying? They be ready about that. You know what I'm saying? Because they understand violence. They understand warfare, man. Esau blessed with that sword. You know what I'm saying? He blessed with it. And he abuses it, though. He abuses it, man. This is how he bullies these other nations and bullies blacks and Hispanics. And this is what kills me. Blacks and Hispanics be so tough. We be so tough in the streets, man. As soon as that white police officer come by, we shaking. We scared. What happened to Jamal with the big Draco? You know what I'm saying? You was the villain in the streets. Yeah, it's on sight when I see you. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to that white officer, you was scared as hell. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Okay. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. You know what I'm saying? Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Oppression is what blacks and Hispanics are in today. Right. The fact that you had to vote between the, what they call it, the lesser evils is oppression. Right. The fact that our sisters, our women, think that they need to get an abortion. The fact that you think you got to kill your child because you don't think you can create a proper life for that baby is oppression. That is oppression. That is pure oppression. You go to any other nation over and out of America, and they will be like, well, you kill your baby because of what? You know what I'm saying? But you come over here, and this is the mindset of all blacks and Hispanic women. They think that is a survival tactic. You know what I'm saying? Even though our ancestors survived through slavery. Go ahead. God, you bring out so heavy. I brought it out yesterday to where, though, I mean, like if you look at any other nation, like let's say the Chinese, the Arabs, Africans, or whatever, when they come over to America, they don't want their child to mingle with America. Right. You know what I mean? Because they know how evil and wicked this place is. You see what I'm saying? They know that America is doing nothing but deceiving the people. And they know about separation. God. So, yeah, I mean, they definitely, America is definitely wicked. You can do what you want over here. Mm-hmm. You can come up with any religion you want to come up with. You can be whoever it is that you want to be, anything, any person. You know what I'm saying? Just like Babylon. God. Right. You know what I'm saying? Babylon was the same damn way.
which is why the Bible references America as Babylon, that same melting pot where you can come and be whatever you want. If you're tired of the nation you living in trying to chop your head off for wanting to be a girl, come to America. Instead of seeking the mental help you need because you want to be the opposite sex, come to America and put a dress on. You know what I'm saying? Come be a stud. You know what I'm saying? That's what America portrays. And it sounds nice because they are, man, we care about your feelings. You know what I'm saying? Then you go talk to these studs or these LGBTQ pluses and tell me about the suicide rates on these transformers. You know what I'm saying? Tell me the suicide rates, the depression rates, the domestic violence in their relationships. And you want to tell me those are good things that's supposed to be happening. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why those things happen is because it's not of the Most High.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to be LGBTQ and wonder why your life is in shambles. You know what I'm saying? Especially as a Black and Hispanic man or woman. You know what I'm saying? This thing is not for us. You know what I'm saying? The white man, he that's his thing. You know what I'm saying? He does that. Let him have it. You don't have to entangle in none of that. You know what I'm saying? Do not get involved in none of that jungle nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Let the manimals be animals. But you belong to the Most High. You supposed to be waiting for Christ, acting right. You know what I'm saying? Being like a soldier at the ready for anything. Because you have a nation of people that depends on you. You have children that depend on you. We have wives that depend on Black and Hispanic men, man. And you want to just roll up and go to the family Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? This is the time of the year where you see all the memes about how you link up with your cousin at Thanksgiving and y'all come back from that walk and y'all high as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is sad that that's a Black and Hispanic tradition. That you getting high as hell to even be around your family. And we all know why. It's because Uncle so-and-so touched all the kids. And you can't stand to be around him because it reminds you of how he defiled you as a child. And you still have to see his face like nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? Or auntie so-and-so who defiled you as a young boy. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't get enough criticism from them women out there that be molesting these kids. You know, as a young man, I used to hear brothers always talk about how, oh yeah, I had an older women, yeah. And then when you get older, you be like, hold up, that was not a cool thing. You were molested, like you start thinking like, oh, he was molested. And then you look how they are nowadays, you know what I'm saying? A good example of these things is like Saucy Santana. Was he not being molested by his whole damn family? You know what I'm saying? His whole damn family was molested. He said he was being passed around. That got to be the saddest thing ever, man. That little Black boy life was ruined. Now look at him. He got a full-grown beard with a BBL. Trying to dress like a woman. You know what I'm saying? That is sad. That is a destroyed Black man right there. He never had a chance at life. And he was destroyed by America. You know what I'm saying? This is why the laws of God got to come back into effect on this earth. Because without this, things like that will happen continually to our children. Without the prophets of God, there will be no protection for our children. You know what I'm saying? There will be no chances for Black and Hispanics to be redeemed, man. This is why Christ died. He didn't die just so you can eat pork, smoke a cigarette, and go pray on it. He died so you can get it together, man. Get your life right, man. Start following his laws, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
Gird up thy loins, man. Oppression maketh the wise man mad, man. Every man in this I.S.U.P.K. under command of YAHANNA, we was upset. We was, like I said earlier, we was upset at the state of Black men. Whether that was Trayvon Martin that tipped you off and you was like, you need to find something, or was it Breonna Taylor or George Floyd or any of Eric Garner, or any of the Tamir Rice or any of the big names, you know what I'm saying, when it came to the murders that happened to our people that made you want to find something, an answer for why it is like this for our people? You know what I'm saying? It says oppression maketh the wise man mad. And you came into the truth. You know what I'm saying? And you mad as hell. You still mad as hell as you're in the truth because it's still happening. So what does that mean as an officer in the school? Your job isn't done. Your job is not done just because you got into the school. Your job is to continually go out there and feed the people spiritually, man. Physically also, man. We went out there, last week, giving out food. The school was out there in Philly. And on the other hand, they was out there still talking. You know what I'm saying? Prophesying to the people. Name another organization that does that. Your Christian church don't even do that. The Christian churches are closing down in mass, like closing down heavy. You know what I'm saying? They closing down because the followers are starting to believe, or Salakia, that the followers are starting to see the BS that the Christian church has been giving their grandmothers and their mothers, and their fathers being weak, just submitting to a woman in the household. The men are tired. The sisters are tired. You know what I'm saying? This is the spirit of the Most High coming back on this earth, man. Give me Exodus 15 and 34. You know what I'm saying? And it's so natural for a man to want to be masculine or want to be into battle. Like as a kid, I used to always try to replay with toys. And
Sorry, you said Exodus what?
15 and 34. What I give you?
Exodus 15 and 34.
I don't know why I got that written down. God is a man of war.
Yeah, that's not that much more.
Yeah. Was that God is a man of war? What was the first one I gave you? Like that was Ecclesiastes.
15 and 3.
15 and 3. I don't know why I put the 4 at the end. Go ahead.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15, verse 3.
Uh-huh.
The Lord is a man of war.
You know what I'm saying? The Most High is a man of war, man. He is a man of war. What does it mean to be a man of war? You know what I'm saying? It means exactly what we talked about with the gird up thy loins. You are always at the ready. You are always ready for battle. You know what I'm saying? You understand warfare. You're not stupid or silly. You're not simple. You don't fall into silly traps. You don't fall for the campaign rallies of what do you call that girl? Glorilla. You know what I'm saying? You don't fall for those things. You don't fall for OT7 Kwani showing up at Trump rallies. You don't fall for Chef G. You don't fall for a stimulus check. You're not tempted very easily because you are skilled at warfare. It says the Lord is a man of war, man. He believes in bloodshed. He believes people have to die in order for things to happen, change to happen. You know what I'm saying? He does it so many times in the Bible. Did he not erase the whole earth with water? You know what I'm saying? This is what kills me with Christians. They be, oh, God is all love. And why the hell did he kill the whole, like he didn't just kill a nation, which he did before. He didn't just do that. He drowned the whole earth. And you want to tell me God don't hate? He killed the whole damn earth with water. But you want to tell me God doesn't, like, come on now. He wiped the whole board clean. He wiped the whole board clean because we weren't following his law, statutes, and commandments. And he about to do it again with fire this time. He's going to do it again with fire. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be seeing Esau eye sockets melt out of his eyes with them nuclear bombs. You know what I'm saying? And it kills me because Christians will always pull out God is love or some other reason to say God is all love, but then they'll skip right over this. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is a man of war. You know what I'm saying? Like the Most High don't got no type of warfare in his background.
Right.
Like he ain't wipe out the firstborn in Egypt. Like we forget those things happen. We forget how Sodom and Gomorrah ended up. Like to the sisters, you want to tell that gay best friend of yours to live his life and cheer him on so good. What, you forgot about the story of Sodom and Gomorrah? Did Lot's wife not turn to a pillar of salt for just turning around? Sis turned around and looked, you know what I'm saying, and got turned to a pillar of salt. You know what that's supposed to be? That's supposed to be an example for you sisters. She got used for an example. So keep playing with the Most High. Keep playing with the Most High. America's judgment is already written in stone. You know what I'm saying? The America's judgment is already written in stone. Them bombs is coming. Whether it was Trump in office or Kamala. The thing you can determine is whether you're going to be on them chariots away. You know what I'm saying? Away from them fires.
Right.
Away from that danger. You don't gotta go through that I won't say that fire, because it is fire. You don't gotta die so heinously. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we realize how bad the nuclear bombs are. You know what I'm saying? Hiroshima and Nagasaki or whatever it's called. The bombs that dropped over there, they got a radius on, and then you'll see the different damages that happen determined on how far away from the blast they were. If you're in a certain vicinity, and that was 19, was that I want to say the 50s. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that was the 60s. The radius of those bombs, the close radius where the initial impact was, you turn into a shadow. Like you can go to Hiroshima and you can see the shadows of what people were doing before they died. Because the impact was just like instantaneous. When I think of how these explosions work, I automatically think of how when I work electrical, so when something blow up in my face and how fast it's instantaneous that electrical, just that arc just causes flames. Like that thing just automatically, you know what I'm saying? They get warm. I remember it's cold days, real freezing cold. I got a ski mask on whenever I'm working on a street light. And it blow up. You know what I'm saying? And that fire, and it, like I'm freezing, you know, you can see the icicles on your eyelashes and all that, and you feel that instantaneous heat come on. Everything, your whole face is just warm now. You got a tan. You know what I'm saying? So now imagine that times what, 1,000 or times like 1,000,000, I believe it says. You know what I'm saying? That's how hot that damn nuclear bomb gets. And that's what's going to be here in America. Do you really want to feel that? You're literally going to melt away like an ice cream. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High.
Right.
Read that again.
God. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15, verse 3. The Lord is a man of war.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord is a man of war, man. He ain't no sissy. He ain't all love. You know what I'm saying? The Lord loves battle, which is why he sent the Israelites into Canaan. And what did he tell them to do? When, was it Joshua, Moses, all of them, when it came time to get the promised land, did he just say, here you go? They had to go to war. Do we not know the story of Joshua? Was Joshua a pretty story? You know what I'm saying? It said God gave Joshua rest when he was done. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how much warfare Joshua saw? Seen a lot of bloodshed serving the Lord. Like this wasn't what everything Joshua did wasn't something he just wanted to do. That was what the Lord wanted him to do. You know what I'm saying? And what happened? He conquered those lands he was meant to conquer and gave those lands to the 12 tribes of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to the Most High. our kingdom. And that right there was one of the foundations that started the kingdom of Israel and the house of Judah. You know what I'm saying? And those lands was given to the next generation. Let me get Ecclesiasticus 28:1. Hold on, let me get there with you. Do I want that one? You got it?
Oh, come, 28:1, because that's the cuts, right?
Yeah. It's like it, my bad.
Yeah, I got it.
Actually, give me Judith 5:20 first. I'm gonna go to Ecclesiasticus after.
It's like you said, Judah.
Yeah, 5:20 in the Apocrypha.
Come. This is the book of Judah, chapter 5, verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their Lord.
So this is a cut to anybody that thinks the white man is so innocent, you know what I'm saying? That you think these other nations don't know our weakness, that they can't see us in a weak state right now, you know what I'm saying? They have counsels about the destruction of blacks and Hispanics. Everybody got these conspiracy theories about other things and wearing tinfoil hats. The conspiracy is the destruction of our people. Why you worried about something else? You worried about aliens with big eyes and green bodies and stuff. When them angels are here to save you, or Salaki, them aliens, so-called aliens, are here to save you. Them UFOs that y'all think are somehow green and big-eyed, those unidentified flying objects are here to save blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You know what I'm saying? They are scouting out the territory before they destroy it. What do you think the angels ride in? What do you think the chariots are? You know what I'm saying? They're here to save blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. But I can't go into the description. I can, but not tonight. The description of a chariot. Keep going.
Come. Let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
Let us consider that this may be their ruin. Keep going.
Okay. And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
He said, let us go up, and we shall overcome them. Meaning what? We're going to conquer them. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be their ruin. Meaning this is what's going to allow us to win against blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You know what I'm saying? They believe that, I don't say they believe, they understand that when our God isn't with us, when we're not standing with our God, we are in a weak state. We are a weak nation. You know what I'm saying? This isn't the only time a nation said this. You know what I'm saying? This is how Babylon conquered in the story of Jeremiah. Because you know what the kings in Israel was doing at this time? We were worshiping other gods, burning incense. You know what I'm saying? We was doing things we weren't supposed to be doing. And that is how Babylon conquered the house of Israel, or the nation of Israel and Judah. You know what I'm saying? This is how Babylon came and conquered black and Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? They understood. They're not understood. They knew we weren't following our God. You know what I'm saying? Which is why America tries so hard to push you into not following our God. You know what I'm saying? Which is why when you say you're not celebrating Christmas, there's a lot of pushback. When you tell them you don't want to eat turkey, collard greens, or yams on what's Thanksgiving this year? The 20. Oh, you know.
Better when somebody earlier started.
You know what I'm saying? When you say you don't want to eat dry behind turkey and break the wishbone on November the 28th, now all of a sudden you just hate your family. Like you can't spend time with your family any other time. You know what I'm saying? They understand that is why America pushes for you to celebrate their holidays so bad, because they understand that when you don't celebrate their holidays and you celebrate the holidays of the Most High, you know what I'm saying? Hanukkah coming up. You got all these other holidays you can celebrate where it's of the Most High and you ain't giving up something spiritually to America. You know what I'm saying? But they try to ostracize you to make you feel like you're doing something wrong, but instead you're doing something right. This goes into the scripture where Christ said, they're going to hate you like they hated me, right? I'm paraphrasing, but I said it correctly, right?
They gonna hate you just because they hate me first?
Yeah, they hated me first. There you go. I don't know what I was saying. Go ahead, keep going.
Verse 21. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by.
You know what I'm saying? Iniquity is what? Transgression. What they are transgressing. Oh, yeah, that's even better. Alexa, define iniquity. If she don't got it, I'm gonna pull it up.
Iniquity refers to an extreme degree of injustice or wickedness. It is used to describe a profound violation of moral or ethical principles.
Alexa, stop. You know what I'm saying? If they don't transgress this law, if they don't break the law that they are supposed to be upholding, go ahead. What does it say?
Oh God. Let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them.
You know what I'm saying? This advisor is telling them, hey, Salakia, sir. You know what I'm saying? Can we please pass by? You know what I'm saying? You know, this also goes into how Joshua, when he crossed the river, what river did he cross? I'm losing it. Either was I don't even want to say. You know what I'm saying? Whenever he crossed and the kings heard what happened, you know what I'm saying? The kings of Canaan and all that, when they heard that Joshua was coming to town, you know what it said the kings did? It said they melted in their thrones. You know what I'm saying? Meaning what? They were scared. They were terrified. You know what I'm saying? They were scared as hell because they understood that the Most High was with these people. So you're telling me now the other nations of the earth don't understand that blacks and Hispanics have power when they follow the Most High? They've been knew that when blacks and Hispanics follow the Most High, when they gather together, you know what I'm saying, in brotherhood, under one banner, righteously, under Christ, nothing can stop them. This earth belongs to them. You know what I'm saying? And this advisor knew that. And he was wise enough to tell his Lord, yo, we can't compete when they standing with their God. You know what I'm saying? When they stand with their God, we are no match. We are no match for these nation of people. You know what I'm saying? These nation of people, their God will destroy us. We will be another example of Sodom and Gomorrah. You know what I'm saying? Which is what? A desert now? We will be an example of Egypt. Have you been to Egypt? Tell me what kind of nation of people live in Egypt, because it ain't the Egyptians. What does Egypt look like? A dust bowl. It is a memory. The only thing they get there is literally archaeologists to dig up the dead, because that's what Egypt is, dead, after the Most High dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? That is what happens to nations after they deal with blacks and Hispanics unjustly. When we're or Salaki, not even just dealing with it unjustly, when they try to go against us and our God is with us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that is what's going to happen to America. America is going to be destroyed for what they did to blacks and Hispanics. America is going to drown. You know what I'm saying? America is Salakia. They already drowning. Salakia. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait. Just like I was hoping, actually, I ain't gonna lie, I was hoping Kamala would have won, because you know how last time when the Republicans lost, they stormed the Capitol, January 6th. I wanted them to do the same thing. But this time I felt like they would have went a little harder and it would have tipped the scales and World War III would have went crazy. And Christ would have came and man. But I guess the Lord had something else planned with Trump. You know what I'm saying? This is like a well thought out play. You know what I'm saying? So many cliffhangers. You know what I'm saying? You trying to figure out how it's going to happen while it's happening. It's crazy. Is that it on that? Keep going.
Okay. And their God before them. And when we become a reproach before all the world.
Alexa, define reproach. I feel like we do this every class with reproach.
The word reproach can be used as a verb, meaning to find fault with, or as a noun, meaning blame or censure.
All right,
If
stop.
someone is
Alexa,
reproached-
stop. Say that scripture again.
This that part?
Yep.
Oh God. And we become a reproach before all the world.
Man, you are going to be found at fault before all the world. You are going to look like exactly what I just brought out, Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Egypt is a damn dust bowl. Sodom and Gomorrah is a damn, I don't even know if any of the stones are left. That's how bad the fires burnt that city. You know what I'm saying? Babylon, where is it at? You know what I'm saying? How many people, how many kids today even know about Babylon? You know what I'm saying? Like these things in history where God dealt with these nations, and what are they? You know what I'm saying? They are distant memory, fading away. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 22. And when the anchor had finished these sayings.
Oh, Slakia, you was on another verse?
What's you going? Oh, you on somewhere else?
I'm going to go Mark 3:27. Did I already have you holding something else?
You said what?
Did I have you holding something else before that? All right, I'm just making sure my mind is going slowly.
You said Mark what?
3:27. You got it?
This is the book of Mark, chapter 3, verse 25.
7.
Slakia. Verse 27. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man.
Salakia, read it from the top. I was looking at 25 because I was reading. I was like, that might be a good one to bring out too, but we'll stick to my plan. Go ahead. Look, he feeling himself.
So God. This is the book of Mark, chapter 3, verse 27.
Yeah.
No man can enter into a strong man's house.
Ain't no man can enter into a strong man's house. Now let's go back to that gird up of loins. If this man, right, he girds up his loins, he's ready for battle, he's prepared. This is a prophet right
Which
here.
one?
No, I'm not telling you to go back. I'm talking, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is a prophet right here. You know what I'm saying? This is a man of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? He gird up his loins. He see every battle coming his way. He is ready for it. You know what I'm saying? You can't come into his house. Keep going.
Tell him God.
No man can enter a strong man's house.
Except he is first, he will first bind the strong man.
You have to bind that strong man. That is how they have, what do you call it? Captured the Black and Hispanic family. That is how they destroyed the Black and Hispanic family. You know what I'm saying? They have binded the strong man. They have binded him. And you know what what they did? They spoiled his goods. How did they spoil this black man's good, Nathan?
I just spoiled his goods by compromising his wife.
Compromising his wife is a good one. Give me another one.
By getting him out of the house.
Getting him out of the house. What's going on with his kids?
By molesting his kids.
Molesting his kids. We can say that.
Molesting?
Whatever.
It's not TikTok.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, but what's going on with the LGBTQ with the kids? That's what you call molesting?
Come.
Alexa, define molestation.
Molesting is a form of the verb molest, which is usually defined as to bother, interfere with, or annoy.
Learn something new. Alexa, stop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he on point with it. You know what I'm saying? Spoiling his black man's and Hispanic man's goods. They over here molesting the kids, teaching them how to love another boy, love another woman. You know what I'm saying? At an early age. You know what I'm saying? You have no control over it no more. Go ahead.
God, bring it out is heavy because if you look at the Chinese don't, like, their kids don't allow to watch certain things.
Right.
They don't watch a lot of things that America allow our kids to watch. Even if they want to be like, well, it's on the parents to watch them. I mean, if you give your kid an iPad and give them TikTok, even if you put the parental, what's it called? Parental
guidance
on there. Listen, they are taking children's cartoons. Like,
right.
What's her name? What's the Gracie's Corner?
Gracie Corner, yeah.
God, she had that transgender man on there singing a song.
I didn't even know that. Now my daughter got to get that clip.
Yeah. So like they always want to try to ease that into it, so it don't even matter. But when you look at all these other nations, that's why the Chinese population they don't have to really deal with the LGBTQ. The people that deal with the LGBTQ that's in the Chinese population are the ones that was born here in America.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, these other nations that come to America, they know to separate themselves from America, even though they nasty as hell too. You know what I'm saying? You go to Japan in the red light district in the military. I heard some crazy things about Korea. You hear some crazy things about the Vietnam War. You know what I'm saying? They be molesting kids over there too. You know what I'm saying? Real bad. What's the other one? Thailand. You know what I'm saying? Them lady boys over there. You know what I'm saying? These heathen nations, that's just what they build their nations off of. But just know this, Black and Hispanic, man, you can't do that in your nation. You don't have that freedom of going and doing that nastiness. You know what I'm saying? Because you have a power that requires better of you. You have a father that requires better of you. You know what I'm saying? Just like how a father says, I don't care what any of them other kids are doing in the street. You better be in this house before the street lights come on. You better not be dealing with drugs or be out there gang banging. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a representation of me. So it's time for Blacks and Hispanics to realize we are a representation of the Most High. Every nation follows everything we do. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why B-boying was in the Olympics. There's a reason why rap, hip hop is so international. You know what I'm saying? Why it's so influential. Like it just doesn't influence the Black and Hispanic community. This thing influenced the whole earth. You know what I'm saying? Go look at how them Asians dress. Go look at K-pop. Whatever I think that's called a K-pop is that little music genre that Koreans do. But it all comes from the I want to say early 2000s, like the 1990s, where we had a whole bunch of boy bands and girl bands. You know what I'm saying? They get all that from us. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say Moab is the copycat. You know what I'm saying? Moab copy everything Judah and Issachar do, because now you got the Filipinos dressing up like Chicanos and however you say the female one. You know what I'm saying? Wearing high tube socks with the tattoos and the slick back hairstyles with the one buttoned up plaid shirts. You know what I'm saying? When you were chastised for doing those things, you was judged for doing those things. You was called a gangster. You know what I'm saying all types of things, the long nails, the painted on eyebrow. Like you were chastised for doing those things, talking about you look ghetto and all that. But now these other nations do it, and now it's some type of high fashion. You know what I'm saying? Now they got it in Fashion Week, when that's something your mom was wearing in the hood. That was something she was wearing because she couldn't afford the real stuff. You know what I'm saying? The hoop earrings. Now you got white women wearing big hoop earrings, and they talking about classics. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you are a conquered nation. When you're a conquered nation, the things you do not count for nothing. But another nation come and do it, it is looked at as high class. You know what I'm saying? This is how they spoil the goods of blacks and Hispanics households. You don't own nothing that you do, produce. You know what I'm saying? You produce something all for another nation of people. You know what I'm saying? We can't, I mean, something the general brought out a while ago. He said, we don't even got a damn toothpick factory. You know what I'm saying? What do we own? You know what I'm saying? We so high powerful and we kings this and kings that, but we can't even get a damn toothpick factory started. Something so minute. And these other nations is living fat off of us. They over here building all types of nations up off of blacks and Hispanics. And this is another point. White people sell blacks and Hispanics, man. When Africa needed money, you know what they did? Take these Negroes. They believe that they want to go to Ghana anyway. So what happened? Whole bunch of uppity blacks went where? To Ghana. Meek Mill, Ghana. You know what I'm saying? They pushing Ghana like anything else. And a whole bunch of black people went to Ghana. And what happened? They got chased the hell out. You know what I'm saying? You felt the same oppression, the same hatred over in Africa with them damn stinking Hamites and Fufu Igusu, whatever, how you say it, Igusi, whatever. That joint nasty, man. That joint, every video I seen of somebody eating it just looked disgusting. And there was a trend too when they first came out with that fufu stuff about how black people were just spitting it out because it was just nasty. They was giving an honest review. You know, and then a whole bunch of Africans had something to say. Oh, you're not cultured. You're not cultured. No, we are cultured. This thing is nasty. Nobody wants to eat doo-doo like you, Nigerian. No, not everybody wants to smell like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to talk. Like, Israel be so quick to talk bad about each other, but don't be quick to mouth back to these other nations. I would have been on it, man. I can't stand him. Keep going with that.
Oh, God. And then he will spoil his house. Verse 28. Verily I say unto you, all sins.
Salakia, no, read yeah. I forgot where we left off. And spoil his goods. Yeah, just read from the top there.
God, this is the book of Mark, chapter 3, verse 27. No man can enter into a strong man's house.
Because that strong man will defend his house.
Right.
The strong man will tell you, you can't just enter in here. You gotta show me some damn respect. You ain't finna just teach my kids anything. Go ahead.
God, even when you look at it as, even when you look at it as like when men had multiple wives or dealing with multiple wives. Back then, when a man was in that household, the girl found out, yeah, he dealt with another woman, but she never left him.
Right.
You know what I mean? They had to take the white woman to come and molest her to get her to now go against him. You see what I'm saying? Because she never left him, even though she knew that he came home with lipstick on his collar shirt.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That was the whole plan for Margaret Singer. Women's Lib. The Betty chick with the what is it called? Is it Betty who? No, not Betty Boop. Betty Boop, the cartoon character. They used to portray this white woman and she had like a rag on her head and it'd be like flexing her muscle. You know what I'm saying? That was supposed to stand for like women's liberation or whatever back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Because the women were workers while the men were at war. And they were trying to say they could hold down the household without them. But that whole thing was supposed to push black women into leaving their men. You know what I'm saying? It worked. It worked. But now I'm starting to notice that it's failing. Or not failing. What do you call it? It's falling apart. Their plan is falling apart. Because black women, I feel like, are starting to realize the stupidity that they were falling into. Look at you, man. I mean, like... Yeah, there's still a large percentage of sisters that's still believing in this, but I see a trend of women going back like, I need a man. I don't know what y'all talking about, but I need a damn man. You know what I'm saying? Just like we were talking about the other day, the sisters are talking about, I don't want no softy in my bed. I want the muscle. Like I want somebody to tell me to shut up because I know I be saying something stupid sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Those are the real sisters that you want too. You know what I'm saying? Those are the sisters you want that want actual men. You know what I'm saying? You don't want no sister that wants you to be sissy because that tells you what? She wants to control you. She wants to be a dragon. You know what I'm saying? As soon as the sister say something as crazy as like, oh, I just want my man to listen to me and do everything for me. I don't want to work at all. And you just start looking. It sound nice because now she'll start stroking your ego like, I gotta do everything for her. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't seeing the spirit behind it. You know what I'm saying? Falling weak for that type of stuff. She bug-eyed or whatever. Saying can't fall for that. Be like my brother, Nathan. You know what I'm saying? Be like Nathan, strong.
God out of one God.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
God out of God. And spoil his goods, except he first bind the strong man.
Welfare has binded the Black and Hispanic man for so long now. Like, you can't even be, is it still a thing that a man can't be in the house in order for the woman to get the welfare?
God.
Sheesh.
God.
I don't know about those things, but that's crazy. In 2024, where a man can be a woman, a man cannot be in the house if a woman wants to receive government assistance. Tell me that is not a trap for Blacks and Hispanics. Tell me that is not a setup for sisters to feel like they got some type of power over Blacks and Hispanic men. You know what I'm saying? This is how they spoil the goods in the Black and Hispanic community. This is how they destroy us as a people. You know what I'm saying? This is how they separate us. This is how we get the YNSs. This is how we get the, what's the Wade's son name? Zori? Or is that the other one? What's his son name? The one that's LGBTQ?
Who's?
The Wade.
Zori.
Zuri. This is how we get those type of kids. You know what I'm saying? Because
Wade Jr. Salah.
who you talking about?
Dwayne's son?
The one that's LGBTQ.
Oh, wait, Zori.
Zuri. Yeah, I'm gonna say I know Wade play ball. I don't think he go like that. You never know though.
He colored his nails as well.
He colored his nails? Ooh wee. Both of them. That's how we get children like that. You know what I'm saying? Weak fathers. You know what I'm saying? And overmasculated women. You know what I'm saying? It pushes this femininity on Black men. And I'm tired of seeing it. I know the Lord tired of seeing it too. You know what I'm saying? These Black boys don't have no good example of what an actual man look like. We just said the Lord was a man of war. You know what I'm saying? You were trying to figure out how. And this is what kills me with the old Black grandmothers. You know what I'm saying? Why they so confused on why they son LGBT. You never noticed that though? A lot of the Christian dudes turn out to be gay. I seen a picture and it was an old woman and she looked like one of the moms that put their children in church, Sunday school and all that. And she was standing next to her two sons, or I think they were two sons. You know what I'm saying? One of them might be a stud. It was suspicious. But the other one was definitely a boy, but he was gay. And he had the makeup on with the girl outfit on. And she looked disappointed. You know what I'm saying? But it'll show you that the Christian church doesn't make men into men. It doesn't help you raise your men. You know what I'm saying? And it's the reason why there's a whole bunch of women in the church. You know what I'm saying? The pastor just wants all the women. You know what I'm saying? And he wants all the children because he's also a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? He's molesting all the children in the church, which is how they produce such a high rate of LGBTQ plus men out of those churches. You know what I'm saying? And if you a Black man and your rib is going to church a lot, I would be suspicious. She talking about she gonna go do prayer service with the damn pastor. I would be suspicious as hell. I'm like, what you mean you gotta go meet Pastor Jenkins at 10 o'clock at night? You know what I'm saying? I would be suspicious. All right. Don't go silent like that. Don't fall weak. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall for those slight tricks because he wears a white collar. You know what I'm saying? He evil as hell. He evil as hell because he has the Bible in his hands and he is not telling you the truth. He is not telling you that you are a part of a nation that is greater than the rest of these nations. He's not telling you that you are a chosen people. You know what I'm saying? And it's so crazy because black people need to hear that. Hispanic people need to hear that. Our Native Indian brothers, especially around this time, need to hear that. Imagine a Native Indian around November, how you feel. You know what I'm saying? They say Native Americans' alcoholism rate is insane. You know what I'm saying? They say on some reserves you'll go, it's damn near only a liquor store. You know what I'm saying? That's because of the Great Depression that this oppressor has put on the Native Indian brothers. You know what I'm saying? The whole earth, you know what I'm saying? The whole earth celebrates the defeat and slaughter, the massacre, the murder, the backstabbing, you know what I'm saying, of the Native American Indians. How they, what's his name? Andrew Jackson literally grabbed babies by the leg out of the womb and smashed them on the rocks during the Trail of Tears. That is what they're celebrating. Now imagine you're a Native American and the whole earth is celebrating that. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch your great grandmother cry because of those things. And you want to eat. And this is what kills me with Judah. You go and celebrate it because you want to have family time at the detriment of your Native American brothers. I'm going to go research a story on how the Native Americans were saving blacks and Hispanics. So like your blacks during slavery. I think I have a book on it. You know what I'm saying? How blacks would run away and they would blend with these Native American tribes. And they will be allowed to marry the daughters of the Native American tribes. You know what I'm saying? They did that for us during slavery, and you celebrate their downfall now. You celebrate their downfall for what? A piece of dry behind turkey, some over sugared yams with the marshmallows in it. You know what I'm saying? Some collard greens with some turkey necks in it. Like, come on, man. Come on. When are you going to stop falling for this deception that the white man put in place? Keep going with the scripture.
And then he will spoil his house.
He will spoil your house, man. He will spoil, man. He is going to raid your house. He's going to take everything for what you have. Did the white man not do that today? Everything that a black or Hispanic or Native Indian man creates or starts, does he not spoil it? Does he not come in? A light example, Black Lives Matter. What does he say? All lives matter. Blue lives matter. You started something for your people. He turned it into everything else. You can't have one damn thing. You know what I'm saying? This is how you know this book is about you. You know what I'm saying? They binded this black man. You can't even raise your voice in your own damn house. You know what I'm saying? Without being villainized. Because an aggressive black man is not a good man. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to see you aggressive in your masculinity. You know what I'm saying? The only reason all these Joe Rogan, all these Andrew Tate podcasts, Fresh and Fit podcasts came out, what's his name? Kevin Samuel came out is because white men have been feeling emasculated. Because they feel, just like crack in the 80s, when crack started hitting white communities, that's the same thing they feel when that feminism started hitting their communities. They're like, hold up. My woman back talking and doing all this nonsense to us now. That was supposed to be black women. Now there's an issue. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for the Edomite woman because Esau, when he get frustrated, he don't handle it like Judah. Judah going to probably just go to the bar, chill, try to get his mind off it, and go through hell. Esau, he going to come home drunk and you know what I'm saying, the 50s all over again. Beating on his wife, throwing her across the room because his sandwich was cold. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for her, but you tried to destroy us. You deserve it. You know what I'm saying? You had something to say?
Kyle, I'm gonna say he looked at the white. He disappointed in the white woman fulfilling her mission.
Right. she was doing the operation so good that she forgot it was a damn mission.
Right.
She thought it was real life now. She said, "Hold up, yeah, I hate white men." He started, whoa, Becky, you supposed to be just putting this in their communities, man. Instead, we need to follow the Most High and stop falling for these stupid traps.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And with that, we're the I.S.U.P.K, starting on 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. We are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite groups, the Christian church, or your Muslim mosque, man. Pay your tithes, man. Get a class. Change your life. Be a man again. Gird up thy loins, man. Prepare for battle. America is going to get destroyed. Trump's in office, man. Tom Homan is trying to put pressure on Hispanic brothers and sisters, man. You know what I'm saying? If you get a chance, come to class, man. If you're a Hispanic brother, man. I need to learn some Spanish anyway. Sheesh.